location. Down, down, down.
Can I get mac and cheese?
Sure.
Can I get some?
Milkshake? They don't have milkshakes. It's how
Let's get mac and cheese and fettuccine.
steak and fries. And what do you get? Fettuccine. Hey guys, good morning. Today in Washington, there is a speech on the South Lawn, and I'm gonna try to see if I can see who's on the South Lawn. Yeah, I've got a bunch of little gaps in the tree line that I'm gonna exploit and show you what's going on the South Lawn. I'm then gonna take you someplace, well, someplace kind of cool, someplace all the Washingtonians know, but we just don't tell the tourists about. Anyway, let's go for an adventure. So guys, the big red one. Yep, there's a big red one in front of the first Division Memorial, which is known as the big red one because the patch on their arm has a big number 1. They put tulips out here every spring. We rarely get this close to it. In fact, we can step over the fence today. Yeah. So the whole fence, we can go quite a bit closer to the big red one. It's rare, but I think it's because of the garden tours this weekend. They've opened up the area here. So let's go up. That's a fence alarm. It's really annoying. They'll turn it off shortly. Oh, they finally deactivated that alarm. That's nice. So this is the giant pedestal. Expeditionary Forces. 1st Infantry Division, United States Army. Big red one from the other side. I'm blocking everybody's photo right now by standing here, but hey, tough. Having a ceremony for Ketanji Brown Jackson, the new Supreme Court Justice, and they're all lining up. There's the Suburbans arriving with all the big mucky mucks. Whee, there goes the rope.
Yeah.
They're sealing up the park in anticipation of the big event later today. Alrighty, we got pipers today and protesters and pass holders and lots of other people making their way around the White House on this blue sky kind of day. It's actually still only in the high 50s, low 60s, but not perfect. What do we got over here? Oh, Marines on duty. Can you see it? Oh, they just closed this, so yeah, we gotta leave. I'm absolutely starving today. More black Suburbans. We're not gonna see that. Not behind that green stuff. It's the view from the side. You might see his head. This is her. Somewhere a little bit to the right of that, I think. Let's try another angle. Guys, a quick editor's note. It was really hard to film this. There were trees everywhere and I was filming through the trees. The focus lock would reset. I had to go to manual focus. It goes in and out. So I've edited it up a little bit. You'll see some transitions here. That was just basically to get rid of the focus problems. But here you go. Take a look. There he is.
You actually see him?
Mm-hmm.
What happened? No, I swore they told me we could come. We were just a little late. Yeah, they couldn't let us in.
There we go. I got you. There's so many stupid trees.
Take them all down.
On the red building? Oh, good.
We're doing it, Jared.
Come on.
No, that's okay. I guess I don't have it.
He stepped off the podium. He's shaking hands. Oh, there she is. There's Ketanji. She's speaking now. He's got his sunglasses on now. She's done. She's hugging Biden. Now, a lot of you ask, how are you able to just get such a good view so close to the White House? Well, the fact is, I was standing right, oh, they're gone already. So I was standing right over there, and right behind me was a Secret Service police car with his lights on. The officer watched me the whole time. He was right behind me for the whole thing. Something's backwards here. There we go. Back. Yeah, no photography. We'll see about that. So guys, welcome to the Pentagon Memorial, which has just reopened in the last month or so. This is a memorial to the 184 people who died here at the Pentagon on September 11th. The memorial is actually laid out by age. So the youngest was a little child who was on the plane, and we'll see a little marker for each of these people. That's a muscle flight making its way probably into the Pentagon's landing zone, which is now on the other side. On that side of the street, we cannot take a photograph, but inside the memorial, which is here, we can take photographs. So this is sort of set out by date of birth. And this one here is 1998. There was a 3-year-old child on board the flight that crashed into the Pentagon flight to San Jose. And it has this little bench, and then at the bottom they have the name. There's actually a Zoe Falkenberg, 1992, died with parents Charles and Leslie. We go up here is 1992, so this was a 9-year-old Zoe Falkenberg. This was not the pair, this must have been the older sister or older brother. So Dana and Zoe. Now, these lines that you see, the way the memorials are laid out, this is the path of the aircraft when it crashed in. You can see in the stone different colors of stone from what was replaced and what was the original bit. The kids come out and sit on these, but so many of these little benches. These light up at night as well. This is a Navy sailor. This was a sergeant. And then there are also civilians. Angela Oots, 1974, 2001. So there are a lot more benches in this, as these were like the Middle Ages, basically. My general birth year. These were where a lot of the people that worked in the Pentagon were born these years. Now this used to be the helicopter landing zone for the Pentagon, and there used to be a fire station right there, and there was a fire truck parked right there when the plane came in, but the explosion knocked the fire truck up, just knocked it out of service, and they had to wait for fire trucks to come from National Airport over there. I didn't get here until about, maybe 3 or 4 hours after the attack. I was stuck in traffic for like 3 hours trying to get to that point. And at the last minute, they opened up the road, and I was able to drive up to where the Air Force Memorial is now. And I could look back down, and I saw big yellow crash tenders, airport fire trucks, just pouring foam right into this area, right into the gap. It's pretty insane. So, the oldest person to pass away, oh, there's a lot more. This is 1942 and 41. So there were some older folks on the plane. I don't think they were in the Pentagon. September 11th, I was actually asleep. I had stayed up late that night, and I unplugged the phone the next morning so no one would bother me. My business partner at the time came over about 10 o'clock and was banging on the door. I went outside and I said, "What's wrong?" And he's like, "I just saw a plane hit the Pentagon." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" It's like, "It's related to what's going on in New York." I'm like, "What's going on in New York?" So turned on the news, and well, that started that whole day. We made our way down here to the Pentagon because we had a friend who was working inside, and we were just wanted to see what was going on ourselves. It took us about 10 minutes to get out of the District of Columbia, but then it took us about 3 hours to go 1 mile around the Pentagon because traffic was so heavy and the emergency response was basically everywhere. We eventually got out and we made our way up to the Air Force Memorial, and I looked back down on here. That's where I could see the fire trucks pouring in foam. Thankfully, that's when our friend also gave us a call. He was okay, but many of the people in his office had perished. Okay, guys, that's the 9/11 memorial. These trees bloom every so often. I think they haven't really bloomed yet. We'll get some flowers out here soon. I don't think these are cherry blossoms. I think they're something else. And just like that, the tour bus has left. If you ever want to know if you're a loser, ask yourself, have you ever defaced a memorial to those who died? If the answer is yes, you're a loser. Hey guys from Northern Virginia. Now you know I spend a lot of time showing you different tourist locations in Washington D.C. and famous historical places. But if you're a true Washingtonian, you want to get away from the tourist. You want to come out here because it's pretty cool. Welcome to Gravelly Point at the end of the Reagan National Airport runway. Okay, guys, so the dinner guest just arrived. My kid's going to his first dance at middle school. My other kid is trying to get out so we can go to a pizza party. It's crazy. Subscribe if you haven't. I'm going to be back this weekend. Thanks a lot for watching, and I got to go into the insanity now.